Welcome to the Weekend Scouter. I'm George Francis, your host. On this channel, we're going to go through activities and crafts for both Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, and Girl Scouts. In this episode, we're going to go through the backyard jungle for the Tiger Rank. In the Tiger Rank, the backyard jungle has one activity that is real easy to do, and that's create a birdhouse using recyclable material. In this episode, we're going to use a recyclable goldfish box. You're supposed to use a milk carton, but since we don't drink a lot of milk in this house, my son loves goldfish, which you'll meet soon, so we're going to build it out of this. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you the few steps we take to just get it to the point where our scout can paint it. Some of these things can be done at the din level, and they can do a simple paint and use some paper clips to close it off, and with help from the leader, they can go ahead and cut the hole. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and demonstrate what you can do to get it to the point where your scout can paint it. Okay, now for the build of our birdhouse. Once again, we are using a goldfish carton just because we don't drink a lot of milk out of cartons in this house. First thing you're going to do, and I've already taken the liberty of doing this, is go ahead and glue the top portion shut. Make sure it's real nice and tight and closed. I've also went ahead and taken the leisure of cutting out about a 2-inch hole so that we can go in there. Now, you don't really need a perch for these birdhouses. Birds will just fly in. So what we're going to do is go ahead and skip that step. But my son really wanted to have shake shingle roof on this. He just really wanted it to look like a house. And again, you'll see that in the video where he's going to paint. This is the carton we're going to use. You do need a string to hang it. What we're going to do is go ahead and use some 550 paracord. And for that shake shingle roof, we're going to go ahead and use these large popsicle sticks we got from the Dollar Tree. You get about a 200 count for $1, so it's great if you're doing this with a din. There's enough to go around. What we did is typically cut them just slightly off center, or you can cut them off 60-40, and they look pretty good doing that. We also use just regular acrylic paint. Now, mind you, these are first graders doing this, so it's going to be a big mess. We went ahead and laid down a paint cloth on our table here, and so we use some really acrylic paint that you can buy at Walmart, the 99-cent store, and things like that. Simply, you can pick up 3 or 4 colors for about 59 cents a piece. The tools that we did use was an X-Acto knife. Again, this is for leaders only. Scouts should never have these. And then a pair of scissors. But again, went ahead and took the liberty of cutting this out. And when we do this with our scouts, we'll probably end up doing the same thing. We'll probably go ahead and glue them and go ahead and cut that out so that they can go ahead and do the painting and setting them up. But we'll go ahead and let them choose what kind of roof they want to put on it and help them glue that, whether we're using just some regular glue sticks or a glue gun. Okay, to get started, what we're going to do is go ahead and put our roof on. And we're simply going to just, for the first portion of it, is just go ahead and just put a bead here, and then just simply just line them all up on here like this, and line them up on there. And you can do 1 or 2 layers. You can stagger the second layer if you wanted, and it looks pretty good. In Connor's, you'll see that he wanted them kind of staggered off so that they kind of like, there's a second layer of them, and he's kind of a real crafty kind of guy, and he just likes things the way he likes them and stuff. So what we'll do is we'll just do 1 layer on this, and on his you'll notice that there will be 2 layers. Okay. And again, this is something that your scouts can do. I'm just doing it for this video as we've had a few parents asking, hey, what kind of crafts are we going to do, and how should we do them if we miss the meetings and stuff. So these videos can be given to your parents that really do miss meetings and they just want to catch up and finish some of these projects. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here would be the finished project for the build, other than the painting, and the painting will be done in the next section of this with my son Connor. Once he's done, I'll be back to go ahead and close this out and talk about the upcoming projects.
Hi, my name is Connor, and I am a tiger. So today we're going to be talking about my birdhouse. So I mixed white, pink, and a light green glow-in-the-dark color. And then I did the pink. I get some glow-in-the-dark light green to make scribbles and like dots and stuff. And then I use terracotta to like make the roof. And then I use popsicle sticks to like make the roof. I was supposed to use a milk carton, but I used goldfish box, whatever. So, and we didn't really paint the bottom. Only like we accidentally painted the bottom. I'll show you. Yeah, we accidentally, so we weren't supposed to. So this is my birdhouse. Bye!
Alright, so now Connor has explained his paint job to you. I kind of wanted to go over this one more time with you. Again, this is supposed to be a milk carton, but since we don't have milk cartons in this house, again, I'm saying that probably about 3 times now, we use a goldfish carton. And any carton you can use, a 2-liter bottle would be just fine and stuff like that. So he went ahead and painted his pink. It's one of the only colors that we had. He called it a terracotta roof, which is pretty funny. And then he wanted to put some glow-in-the-dark paint on it. He wanted to make sure the birds knew where their house was at night. Real funny kid. One of the things I did forget to tell you is the paracord lanyard to hang it. Again, this is his 550 paracord. I went ahead and just milled a few holes in there with the ends of the scissors, put it through, and put a simple knot on the end so we can hang it. Okay. So once this is done, have your scout find a good location in your backyard, their grandparents' house, an aunt, uncle, a friend, somebody where they have permission to hang it, and then let them hang it, and then come by every once in a while, check to see if there's some birds in there. It's a great activity for them to do, and then come back and keep looking on that so they can see what kind of birds and stuff may live in there. Okay, now that this is done, I'd like to take a minute and talk about some of the upcoming episodes that we're going to do. One of our greatest things in our pack is the water bottle rocket launch. We just had our episode, and my son was a lion, and he actually won an award that our pack gives out for the craziest flight. This is his rocket, and believe it or not, he actually built this other than the fins. He just basically ripped the tape and stuff and put it on there. And what he wanted to do was try to compete for the best Cub Scout theme. Although he didn't win for that, he did win for the craziest flight, which was pretty awesome. I recently went and did a leader thing. We had 20 minutes as a group to build a rocket. This is what we called the Beeve 7. It won for, again, craziest flight. It did a spiral as it went up. And in our next episode, we're going to talk about how to build these and the best material and places to get them. So please like and subscribe. Also hit that notification button so that you can get notifications of any new content coming out. Thank you for watching The Weekend Scouter.